It's always tough to do a blog on a player you've enjoyed watching over the last 6 or 7 years, but I do believe this is the make or break season for Shikhar Dhawan. Let's look at him in each of the 3 formats. I think the ship has sailed in Test match cricket, though with Shikhar Dhawan, the one thing you learn over the years is he's at his best when you write him off. And I remember just before that tour of Sri Lanka, he wasn't in the side for the Test matches, then suddenly came in because somebody was injured, and that Test match in Galle was some of the finest, most free-spirited Test match batting that I've seen. He might have got 250, 300 in a day the way he was going, but that was followed again, rather heartbreakingly, by another little lull, and almost every time Shikhar Dhawan went on a tour, he got left out. My gut feel is that at this stage in his career, his Test match ship has now sailed, and so maybe we should look forward to seeing him more and more in the white ball game, where sadly his form has been a little hit and miss. He was excellent in 2018, but let's look at his favourite format. Shikhar Dhawan's best format these days is the 50-over game. Now in 2019, he's averaging 36 from 17 games, and on the face of it you might say that's all right, but with Shikhar Dhawan, increasingly these days it's all or none. There have been 2 centuries in there that are propping up that average. But look at the other 15 innings, there's just 4 scores in excess of 30. Now you could look at it 2 ways. You could look at it and say, you know what, you always carry him in the side because when he does come off, he'll go and win you the game. There's not enough of those. 11 out of 17 is not crossing 30 in the best position to bat in white ball cricket. And that is a worry. And so you hope that when he comes back towards the tail end of 2019, if he does, that he's willing to leave all that behind and come back very strongly. And that's why I was very, very happy to see that the selectors then said, come and play India A. Now you're looking at someone who's been a major white ball star for India, but he's happy to go and play India A. There's just a 25-over game, one was a 20-over game, he got 50s in both of those, and that leads me to believe that maybe, even though I believe KL Rahul has the numbers to be your regular opener in T20 cricket, it leads me to believe that the selectors are thinking of Shikhar Dhawan in T20 cricket as well. Now his numbers there haven't been great in international cricket, and we'll talk about the IPL very shortly. Now in international cricket, last 14 games, average of 15, strike rate under 100 doesn't inspire you. And then of course he moved to Delhi Capitals and had a fantastic IPL season. So hopefully if he does get picked for the T20 games, then you want to see him get a longer run. You want to see Shikhar Dhawan play with freedom. The Shikhar Dhawan I have seen and I've enjoyed watching over the years is when he gets off to a start and then keeps going. The person who just nurdles the ball around a little bit early on, no, that's Rohit Sharma. Shikhar Dhawan's job is to really go out there and get amongst the bowling quickly. You look at his best Test match innings, you look at his best ODI innings, look at that great start that he had to the World Cup of 2015. Look at the Champions Trophies over the years. It's when he's gone out and imposed himself early on the game. So when you watch Shikhar Dhawan, if he's picked for the first games, that is the first thing you watch, whether Shikhar is going and imposing himself on the game early on. And for that, I think he has to be in a very good state of mind. If he believes that every game is his last, then I'm afraid we won't see the best of Shikhar Dhawan. But if he goes out, it's great fun watching. Watch out more than anything else for that drive through cover. I've said this so many times, but every time you see Shikhar Dhawan drive early in his innings through cover, you know the feet are moving, you know the hands are in the right place, you know everything is right about him. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of him because I've enjoyed watching him play, but he'll need to establish himself very quickly in this season because, as I said, I think it's make or break 2019-20 for him.